welcome back, guys. So, things are a little laggy because it's raining, as you can probably hear. I hope it's not too loud for you. I know it gets dimmed, and I did turn it down. Um, as you can tell, I've been out picking a fight, and I'm not necessarily wearing the best armor to do so. I've taken all the armor off the armor stands, and I'm hoping to kind of consolidate them. There's some serious lag going on. So it's not just because of the rain, right? No, it's probably because I just opened the world like 15 seconds before I started recording. Let's go to mob drops and just throw this junk in there. Anyways, I've been trying to do some Enderman hunting, but it's not as easy as one might expect. They don't seem to spawn, and I sleep this away, but it's middle of the day, so I can't really do that. So I do apologize if it's loud. But I have managed to get a total of 7 Ender Eyes, which is perfect, because it means we only need a handful more. Obviously, we can't go Ender hunting in the rain, because, you know, Enderman and rain don't mix. What I can do, though, is I can take all this junk off, whoops, and we can actually try and get this stuff sorted. So what I've been trying to do, essentially, is get, instead of just having random armor on all my armor stands, having a set of armor on the armor stands. But I want them as best quality as I possibly could. But see, this is a leather set, so we can put that on one armor stand. But before I do that, I want to mix this with this to give this one full durability again. Same with this one. This gold and this gold need to go together to give full durability. And then I could put an entirely gold set on another armor stand. And then, of course, obviously, I'm going to be wearing a set, so this would be probably something I'd be wearing, would be the iron. And then the chainmail can go on another armor stand, right? Just because having, having a bunch of just ragtag armor everywhere, I find it very irritating. And it kind of looks really sloppy. Not to mention, you don't really know what you actually have for armor. Back down here to the soul flame. Throw that and that. That costs 2. Perfect. We'll do that, and then that and that costs 2. Perfect. So what we can do is we can take the armor, and I'm going to put it over here just because, to me, gold armor is always like enchanted armor. So I'll put the gold armor on. I love the sound they make now, especially like when you right click to equip it. I love that. Okay, I don't know if anyone's really does it, cause probably everyone still shift clicks, but I love that sound. I find it so satisfying to feel like it sounds like you're actually putting armor on. So this would be obviously leather armor here. And there you go. And then the armor that I left upstairs would become mine, that I would wear. Now, as for today's goal, I don't have much of one planned, unfortunately. I know, it's going to be one of those weird disjointed-y things. So put that on. And we'll put that on. Oh, it's becoming night. Good, I can sleep away the rain. See, the rain is dangerous because it originally started out as a thunderstorm. So, oh, I don't have enough. I don't have anywhere near enough. Okay. We'll sleep that away. We'll see what's in the furnaces. Maybe we can get enough out of that. So yeah, I don't really have much of a goal. I do know that my Ender Tower is a little flawed. So yeah, I'll go through quickly the projects I've been working on. Oh, I got nothing in there and nothing in there. So I guess we don't repair this. So I'll just wear those ones. We can throw these ones in here. So yeah, I'll go through the projects that I've been working on off camera. They're not a huge amount. One thing I've been doing is all of this, the recessed lighting. I've been continuing it. I've got it all the way around the back here, which I think has already been done before. Like I showed that already. But I also managed to get it all the way around the back section here. So now this level here, all the way across, is all lit up with just the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern underbush thing. Woo. A little There you go. Let that load in. Come on. Close enough. So the next one I think I'm going to do is probably this level. And kind of work my way back. Because this level here is fairly large as well. I've already started on it as well. So that's just a more convenient way to do it. But anyways, another project I've started on and been doing some work with is the tunnel to our skeleton spawner. As you can see, I got grass finally down here. This is how it's going to look, by the way. This will be grass in here and then have plants in it. I don't know if I explained that. But yeah, it'll have like tall ferns or tall grass or maybe some sugarcane and stuff. So we'll have like water underneath that. And that'll be like that all the way down until we hit this ravine. Right? Because I don't want to cover this and just make it look like there's nothing here. There's iron right there. I want to make this like a feature almost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinforce the ceiling. The ceiling is probably going to be the same as what it always been. All the way across. We'll just ignore this space. We'll have it lit up there. But the actual walls will probably just be either like a pseudo fence. Like I'll take and put mimic this structure, I guess, on the fence. Because I know that I counted from here all the way over to here to figure out where this starts again. Maybe it was there. Either way, we'll mimic something and make it so that you can actually look out and see into it. I don't want it made out of iron. I usually make them out of iron bars. But I don't really want that because it's a little cold, considering the rest of the tunnel is all wood and everything. That's just the skeleton spawner. There's nothing that's been changed there. Other projects. I did work more on the stronghold base. Not going to take you there because we don't have the keys yet. There's still some minor tweaks and stuff that need to be done there. But it is, for the most part, finished. Now, my goal for today, considering I don't really have one, is try and hunt more Endermen. I don't know how well that's going to work, because my Enderman hunting tower, does have a flaw. And that flaw is I think it's too tall. I know, it sounds weird, right? But I think this tower is actually too tall. Because, kind of wish I had seen that a little bit earlier. I could catch this when it's unloaded, so we don't have we should be able to see all the things underneath it and everything. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, anyways, the tower I think is too tall because, and here's my rationale for this. Oops. Why do I have zombie flesh? Oh, I can't throw stuff from my other hand? Okay. Things will spawn in this area quite often, like in this general area, and they'll spawn over here, right? And occasionally little things will spawn here, which means they are spawning near me, but they're not spawning way over there when I'm here. Meaning that I am too far away from there. So I believe I'm too tall. If this was lower to the ground, like say, even just a few blocks, like say it was here, there's a platform, that puts me so nice and low enough to the ground that things would spawn out and over in this direction. Now the thing is, truth be told, I haven't actually been using that for hunting Endermen. I've just been running around in the field. Surprisingly enough, not dying to creepers or getting exploded by creepers, which is quite convenient because you can see there's no pockmarks, no big craters and holes and stuff. However, I have died. An Enderman has killed me several times. That's because I wasn't wearing real armor. I was wearing leather and stuff, just trying to burn it out. But anyways, the Enderman hunting is very slow because they don't seem to want to spawn very often. And when they do, they tend to spawn like one at a time, and they're kind of like always surrounded by horrible monsters and stuff, or I am anyways. So every time I look at them to bring them closer to me, I'll do that and I'll start fighting them, and then I'll back myself into like skeletons or something. And it's just a pain in the butt. But anyways, we're close. We have 7 of the 10 we need, so we're over half, easy. So one of the things we need to do though is we need to see whether or not lighting up underneath is going to help. Because I did notice that this big open field was me just clearing it. I just used water. Just poured water on the ground a bunch. But it doesn't seem to spawn any more than anyone else or any other area. So I don't think it's the grass. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not the long grass messing with the spawn codes. So what I need to do is light up underneath. Is whatever I can underneath. Because truthfully, I think that's the only reason why things aren't spawning in such a rapid rate. Because even when I'm out there, if I stand there in the middle of the field, there should be a pretty big ring of just stuff spawning. And it's really not. I mean, most of the Endermen I've spotted have actually been over here on this. And I don't know whether or not maybe Extreme Hills actually is a better spawn chance. Like, do Endermen spawn more frequently on Extreme Hills? Because if so, then that would be something I'd look into. But anyways, today we're probably not going to accomplish much. I know, sorry. It is kind of almost a throwaway episode. Mostly because of the fact that there are things... What did I do down here? Does this still need to be here? Is there anything of value in here, or is this just me leaving an open spot? There was something here, wasn't there? Or was it just maybe this just a cave? Or was there something more? I feel like there was something more, right? Like a skeleton spawner or something? Or did we only ever have one? I feel like I've missed spawners and stuff in places, and I'm not entirely sure what's happened. I do have screenshots, so if I really cared, I could look at the screenshots to see if there was anything in this area. I think it was just this cave, though. Yeah, I think it's just a cave. Right, yeah, because that takes me down to where the deep mine is. Something I haven't used in a long time. Mostly because of the fact that I have an enormous amount of actual resources. Which is why we're not doing a caving episode, guys. Even though I am in a cave, we're not doing a caving episode. It's because we already got a ton of resources. Like, a ridiculous amount. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I think I'm going to make a cut. And then I'm going to wait until we're in the middle of the night. And then we can do some hunting. And that'll pretty much be the rest of the episode. So, yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Welcome back, guys. It's coming up on sunset. I just wanted to point out that I did do a lot of enchanting. Originally I was doing like some pretty big enchants, which is why we have like the protection and sharpness buff, and like this fire protection power one. But recently, and fortune, of course, which is really nice. I love that. And we got a knock of affinity and a luck of the sea, feather falling. But one of the things I started doing was just enchanting like level 1 enchants on books, and then just combining them on an anvil. Because, whoops, it allows me to have a little bit more control, right? Now, there's obviously certain ones you don't get with a level 1 enchant. Like, you're not going to get the silk touch and that type of stuff. So I do need to have some high level enchants just thrown on. But my goal is to make it so that I can almost customize my gear a little bit better. Because I don't, case in point, that one, whoops, let's do this, let it load in. The one protection, the high level protection, also happens to be high level sharpness, right? So it can only go on one. Either it's an offense or a defense book. Whew. You look over there and it's sunset. You look over here and it's not. Has that always been like that? And I've just never noticed. So, we're gonna be hunting Enderman. I don't know how well they're gonna see. I'll have to check out in post. But I am going to be killing everything else as well. Just because the more you kill, the more things are going to spawn, right? And I want to increase the chance of having... Hello, little buddy. Oh, there's 2 of them. Bad to you. Go away. Shoo. Go away. Say go away. Listen, twerps. I don't want you. Go find your... Oh, dear. You're trying to back me into a trap. I see how this is. This infinity bow is a lifesaver. Especially now that it has punch on it. Just in case you're wondering. It does have punch now. There's punch, power, infinity, and unbreaking. It's really quite nice. It's a nice little bow. Alright, but anyways. What was I saying? Can't remember. My brain has just left the building. Anyways. Right. I want to kill everything because that allows more to spawn. The more that spawns, the better chance. I'm a lousy shot, apparently. Haha, gotcha. It allows the higher chance of Enderman actually spawning. Now, hopefully this will yield at least one Enderman. Maybe actually give us an Ender Pearl. Be great. Oh, hello, zombie. Hey, go away. I get a lot of these little villager zombies in this area. I'm honestly kind of wondering whether or not to set up a villager, or like just to see if we can't start our own little village. Maybe it'll be a further project after we achieve flight if we decide to continue, is to set up a village in this area. Or like just like a little hamlet, not even a huge village either. Like I'd probably only have enough buildings to support like maybe 8 villagers, and to me that would be enough, right? Because all I'd have to do is I'd need a zombie spawner. Is all I would need, which I'm not sure, but I think I have. It's hard to remember what I've seen in this world and what I've seen in other worlds, because I do play in my sister's world. And she has a zombie spawner, and I've recently, I don't know, engineered it, I guess, so that it can be used to sort zombies, sort of. It's really more like less actual sorting and more of when the zombies spawn and they hit the path and everything. The first one falls into one chamber, the second one falls into the next chamber. Like it is technically a sorting system, but it's less sorting, more like separating system. Then the idea is that when you have, ooh, I thought I heard something behind me. Sorry. When you have the zombie villager and stuff in the actual cell, you keep it safe, you cure it, and then once it's cured, you set up a little quick rail track and stuff, or connect the rails to it, push it into a minecart, and then kind of move on from there. Is that an Enderman? That looks like an Enderman to me. Ow. I need to deal with some of these things, though. Hopefully it doesn't disappear. Did it go away? Did it teleport? It must have teleported. See, that's the biggest problem, is the Endermen don't necessarily respond at long range anymore. Oh, it wasn't an Enderman, it was a fucking spider. Hi. I've been actually getting pretty good at dealing with skeleton assaults. See, that's my biggest problem, is I see a spider and I assume it's an Enderman. See, I don't play on full screen, just in case you're wondering. That's probably one of the bigger flaws with my system, is I don't actually play on full screen. There's an Enderman right there. We can run by this. Make sure we're full hunger. Deal with the zombie that's coming up in the butt. Oh god, there's a bunch of them. Then we can piss him off and immediately start dying. Stop that. Ow. 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 Killed him. See? No Ender Pearl. That sucks. So that's my biggest problem. When I do finally get an Enderman, it doesn't want to have an Ender Pearl. And of course I almost die every time. Because they hit hard. A lot harder than I remember them hitting. I think that might be one of their tweaks. Make an Enderman more dangerous. But anyways, that's time. So, turns out we didn't do much in this episode, and we didn't even get an Ender Pearl. But I'm going to continue hunting for the rest of the night in here, and then hopefully I can get enough Ender Pearls that we can actually do a whole exploratory mission into the end. Ow. Cheaty, stop it. Stop it, leave me alone. Ha ha ha. You fell for the old crying whiny baby. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you when I see you.